Hello, everybody. It is Nick James from Hotspawn here, and I am here with maybe one of my favorite secondary region junglers in the game, which is Levi.
Thank you so much.
Hey, no problem. We've talked, I think, once or twice over the years, so it's good to talk again in person. I'll start with just a direct question, which was over here in the press room when you picked Viego. We thought it was an awful Viego game. We thought it was a really bad Viego angle. Why were we wrong?
I mean, I thought the same. Like when was
thought the same.
when I was fishing Viego, so before the coaches say that we need to play jungle damage and we need some confidence about picking more damage in jungle. And to be honest, it's just like the team want me to pick Viego, and I go for it. And after I go for it, and I see the drafts between them and us, I was like, oh, this is not the best Viego angle for me. But during the game, I hope maybe we can still win. And yeah, it was not very good angle for Viego, but I'm glad that we won.
Yeah, and you did come out to a very strong lead. You got the gank off top, which then set them up to 2v1 when Skarner got a little ambitious with the push. So when you and this is sort of rolling back, you've just taken down obviously a very stressful 5-game series. You played BLG yesterday. You've got more games tomorrow. How are you feeling about how compressed this tournament is and how many games you have to play in such short succession?
So actually, we did have a really long week in the LCP tournament. Yeah, I think we would play 5 series, better 5 in a row, and we went like 4 game, and 5 games. So we played like total 13 games in a week, the 3-day choice. And I think this time around is the same. And yeah, that's exhausting, but I think we got it.
Yeah. Awesome. So, obviously, you guys are going to be playing the last match tomorrow. We have G2 versus BLG going on right now. I haven't watched too much of it. I don't know who's winning. Who do you think's going to win for out of BLG and G2?
I think everyone is expecting BLG to win, and me too. I think BLG gonna win, and we're gonna meet G2 tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Well, that leads into the next question, which is if BLG wins, that means you're facing G2. You've gotten to see how they did against FURIA yesterday, and then you'll get to see their match later. What do you think of G2 right now? And, you don't need to reveal anything too secret, but just where are your thoughts on G2 heading into this match?
So FURIA took G2 to game 5, and we and FURIA play 5 games too, and so we think we actually consider G2 is a beatable team, and yeah, I think I don't know what to say, but
You think you stand it? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Okay. Awesome. Next question has nothing to do with pro play. This is just for fun. So Riot has been doing these themed seasons. We went to Noxus, the map changed, skins came out, and now we're in Ionia, the map changed again, skins came out. And Riot has said they'll do this 3 times a year. Sometimes it'll be a country from the League of Legends world like Ionia or Noxus, but it could be a skin line like High Noon, Project, whatever. Yes. If Riot came to you and was like, Levi, you're in charge of the Summoner's Rift makeover for this season, and you got to choose the theme of it, where are you sending us? And what's the theme for the Levi season?
Man, to be honest, I don't even know about the country in the game. I'm sorry, Riot Game.
No, that's fine. No, hey, it has no part of pro play.
I just play the game, and I just don't care about other things.
Sure.
And
so what's a skin line then? Or is there like a set of skins that you really like that you think would look cool if Summoner's Rift was done up to look like them?
Maybe the project skin.
Yeah.
So maybe that one.
Turn Summoner's Rift all futuristic.
Yes, maybe that look cool.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea. Okay, awesome. So I've gotten a chance to chat with a lot of people from LTA North about this, but I'm just interested in picking your brain. The big news, obviously, this year is that Fearless was brought in for Split 1, and then now Fearless is everywhere. You are now 2 series into, very deep games in Fearless. How do you feel about the format now that you've gotten the chance to play multiple events with it in like best of 5 series? And yeah, just where are you sitting at as somebody who's a veteran of the game on Fearless?
I think it's made the game is really like more interesting to watch as a viewers. So we play 5 games. So we at least play 15 different champions and 50. Yeah, 50 different champion, and that made us has to pick the some some champion we never used before, and we have to play a lot more champion, and we need to even play the champion on stage that we never played or practiced before. So I think Fearless Rap is working really well.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Sweet. So touching on something you mentioned there, which is just like the reality of Fearless being like, by the time you get to game 5, not every champ you have left in your pool will be good in that comp. Sometimes you've got to pick out there. Is that something that it sounds like you enjoy being able to like be like, haven't really played this on stage, but I have to pick it here. Is that a positive for you being able to, pick some more out there stuff that you haven't necessarily gotten the chance to practice with?
Yeah, it is actually. So it reminds me of my classic when it was 2017. So I was very popular with classic back then, and to be honest, I didn't even scream with classic before, and we just go on stage and okay, yes.
Wow.
So I remember my coach say that okay, pick classic here and okay, go for it, and I play. So finesse rap would remind me a lot of that time.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I certainly have a lot of memories of your Kazakhs, your Nocturne from that era. So that's awesome to hear. The next question, which is slightly related, is I had an interesting conversation with LS, the streamer. Yeah. And he said that Fearless isn't far enough, and he thinks he just put out a tweet this morning where he says this is the only way for Riot to save League of Legends is if bans carry through from game to game. So a champion banned in game 1 would be banned in games 2, 3, 4, and 5, which would add another 50 champions missing from the pool. I don't think this is very likely, but I'm interested to get people's opinions on it because LS was one of the people who sort of introduced Fearless to the wider League of Legends scene and is part of the reason that it is implemented. So I'm interested to know, what would you think of playing a format where, if somebody bans your Shyvana game 1, it's gone all series?
And to be honest, I think it's gonna be fun, like really fun. So for now, example, we want to just ban the champion from the opponent, the whole game. We just pick it.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think actually, that's gonna make a game really more fun. But I don't know. We just have to play the champion that we could never play before, just never ever. So I don't know if it's gonna make the game look bad because there's a lot of I don't know bad champion for strategy or just it's
Weird champion,
Yeah, weird champion. It's look it more fun, but it's less strategy.
Yeah. I certainly think we'd get some very weird bot lane games because there's about 20-something ADCs, and they would get banned out very quickly. Sorry, just checking the time here. Perfect. Okay. So the next question is, and I'm not sure, have you gotten the chance to play Yanara yet? I know Riot did a little content filming. Have you gotten the chance to play her?
Yeah, I did. I did have a look at her, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I said with the Riot Games that I don't think her is a strong champion, and I don't know if it's come out and I change my mind.
Yeah. So what do you? Yeah, just expand on it. What do you think about her? Because she's a very weird ADC. She's crit and magic and kind of like Vayne Sivir, but then also a bunch of AoE when she ults. So it's a very weird champion. What do you think? And do you think we're gonna see her in pro play?
So that's what I told Riot Game. It's so weird that I know what she could build. You can build crit, but your skill scale 80%.
Yes.
So that's really weird. So I know what her build.
One interesting thing that I have seen is people are going Yuntal Wild Arrows and Shadow Flame, because Shadow Flame is an AP item that will let your abilities crit, and then some of your abilities can already crit anyhow, and then her passive will stack on top of that. So I think you're right. I think we'll probably see some weird games. So last question here, just to wrap up, is you've got one more series. You're trying to make it to main stage. Just any words for the fans cheering for you guys at home who have been following you through? Just the camera's yours. Say what you like.
Yep. Just thank you guys so much, and I wish that you guys keep cheering for me, cheering for us, and we are going to win together.
Awesome.